An aircraft carrier is not a mere big vessel that is equipped to engage in warfare. With never-ending territorial disputes worldwide, the aircraft carrier is a symbol of prestige and power for the navies across the world. Now, these new battleships have been one of the biggest assets to the warfare to merchandise of all nations, and ever since their inception, these ships have made a huge difference for the defense systems of several countries. Now in this video, we select aircraft carriers based on size, displacement, aircraft capacity, and defense weapons they possess. So let's take a look at the top 10 aircraft carriers. At number 10 is Chakri Narrowbed, Thailand. The Chakri Narrowbed light aircraft carrier was built in Spain. It was commissioned with the Royal Thai Navy in 1997, and it is the first aircraft carrier to be operated by a country in Southeast Asia. The crew capacity of this carrier is 455 and has an air-wing capacity of about 30 fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters. These include AV-8S Matador, S-70 Seahawk, Sea King, and CH-47 Chinook. The length of Chakri Narrowbed is 182.6 meters, standard displacement of 10,000 tons, and a full load displacement of 11,485 tons. The ship's range is 10,000 nautical miles, and the normal speed is 20 knots but can also go up to 25.5 knots. However, the Chakri Narrowbed lacks defensive weapons, and the planned primary anti-aircraft armament has not been installed, leaving the vessel protected by just Mistral infrared homing missiles with a maximum range of 4,000 meters. At number 9 is Juan Carlos I, Spain. The Spanish Juan Carlos I amphibious assault ship is similar in concept with the US Wasp class. This warship is named in honor of Juan Carlos I, the former king of Spain, and it was laid down in 2005 and commissioned in 2010. The crew capacity is about 435 men, and the vessel can carry up to 30 aircraft when used in the aircraft carrier. The length is approximately 230.8 meters, standard displacement of 26,000 tons, and full load displacement of 27,079 tons. The ship has a range of 9,000 nautical miles, and the speed is maintained between 21 to 24 knots. The Juan Carlos ship is fitted with a single vertical launch system for ESSM or RAM missiles. Other weapons include 420mm Oerlikon close-in weapon systems, and this assault ship uses new propulsion system, and it has 2 gas turbines and requires no shafts. At number 8 is Cavour, Italy. The Cavour light aircraft carrier, which was originally to be called the Andrea Doria, is a new flagship of the Italian Navy. It was designed to operate VSTOL aircraft, helicopters, and serve as a command center, and the crew capacity is maintained at 451. The vessel can carry only 20 aircraft, which is mainly the Boeing AV-8B carrier. The total length of Cavour is 244 meters, with standard and full load displacement of 22,290 tons and 27,100 tons respectively. Maximum speed is over 28 knots, and the ship has a range of 7,000 nautical miles at 16 knots. The Cavour aircraft carrier is armed with 2 8-cell vertical launch systems for 32 Aster 15 surface-to-air missiles, and the Aster 15 has a range of 30 kilometers. Other weapons include 2 Automolaris 76mm super rapid guns and 3 KBA 25mm anti-aircraft guns. At number 7 is INS Vikramaditya, India. INS Vikramaditya light aircraft carrier is a modified and refitted former Kiev-class aviation cruiser. This vessel can normally carry 12 to 16 Mikoyan 29 or Sea Harrier and 4 to 16 HAL Druve helicopters. Maximum capacity is 30 aircraft and 6 helicopters, and the length is about 283.5 meters, full load displacement of up to 45,400 tons. The speed is over 30 knots, and the vessel has a range of 13,500 nautical miles, and the INS Vikramaditya is armed only with short-range air defense weapons. It carries Russian AK-630 30mm close-in weapon systems and Barak 8 air defense missiles. It is typical for Indian forces to use a mix of Western, Russian, and indigenous weapon systems. Normally, this aircraft is escorted by other Indian warships that provide protection against air, missile, surface, and underwater threats. At number 6 is Charles de Gaulle, France. It is a relatively modern nuclear-powered warship, and it was commissioned with the French Navy in 2001. Currently, it is the flagship of the French Navy and is the only nuclear-powered aircraft carrier built outside United States. The length is shorter than INS Vikramaditya and lighter displacement as well. The cruising speed is up to 28 knots, and due to nuclear power, Charles de Gaulle can travel an unlimited range. In addition to the carrier-based aircraft force, the main offensive asset of this type of French Navy surface vessel, the carrier is equipped with a series of short to medium-range defense systems, 4 or more 12.7mm machine gun, a 20mm F2 cannons, 3 Narwhal remote-controlled automated turrets, 4 missile systems with 8 cells each, which connect the surface-to-air Aster 15 missile launch systems, and 2 for launching Mistral self-defense missiles. At number 5 is Queen Elizabeth, UK. 2 Queen Elizabeth-class aircraft carriers were ordered by the Royal Navy. The first of the class, HMS Queen Elizabeth, and the sister ship HMS Prince of Wales, was laid down in 2011 and launched in 2017. The warship can carry up to 1,600 men and over 40 aircraft and helicopters. It stretches up to 284 meters with a standard displacement of 65,000 tons and has a speed of over 25 knots. The cruising range of Queen Elizabeth is 10,000 nautical miles, and the Queen Elizabeth-class aircraft carriers are armed with Phalanx close-in weapon systems to counter airborne threats and 30mm naval guns to counter seaborne threats. These new aircraft carriers have integrated full electric propulsion. The Queen Elizabeth-class vessels are powered by a Rolls-Royce Marine Trent MT-30 gas turbine, developing 48,000 horsepower. At number 4 is Shandong, China. Shandong is a first-generation Chinese aircraft carrier and the country's second aircraft carrier after the completion of Liaoning and the first built domestically. Shandong was initially designated as a Type 001A air carrier during development but was finalized as Type 002 at commissioning. Its crew members are over 2,000 with up to 44 fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters. These are Chinese J-15 air superiority fighters, Z-8 naval helicopters, and Russian Ka-31 airborne early warning helicopters. The length is about 315 meters, standard displacement of up to 48,000 tons and 64,000 tons fully loaded. Speed limit is at 30 knots and a range of about 14,000 nautical miles. The primary weapon on board the Type 001A is the HQ-10 surface-to-air missile system, which is similar in design to the US-made RIM-116 RAM system. The launcher is also similar to that of the RAM, with a rectangular launcher sporting 24 sealed launch tubes. At number 3 is Kuznetsov, Russia. The Kuznetsov-class aircraft carrier is a class of fixed-wing aircraft carriers operated by the Russian and Chinese navies. Originally designed for the Soviet Navy, the Kuznetsov-class ships use a ski jump to launch high-performance conventional aircraft configuration. Crew capacity of Kuznetsov is about 1,960, and this warship carries about 40 fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters, including Su-33 carrier-based air superiority fighters and Ka-27 helicopter. There is also a twin-seat Su-25 UTG aircraft used for pilot training. The length is 304.5 meters long, with a standard and full load displacement of 46,600 tons and 59,400 tons respectively. It travels at a speed of 29 knots and possesses a traveling range of 8,500 nautical miles, and the Admiral Kuznetsov is a heavy aviation cruiser rather than just an aircraft carrier. It carries a number of offensive weapons typically associated with guided missile cruisers. The carrier itself is capable of engaging surface, subsurface, and airborne targets. This ship is conventionally propelled with oil-fired boilers rather than nuclear reactor. At number 2 is improved Nimitz-class USA. A total of 10 of these supercarriers were built, including 3 Nimitz-class ships and 7 improved Nimitz-class ships. These have been the largest warships built and in service, and these nuclear-powered vessels have a crew capacity of 3,184 and can carry about 80 fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters such as FA-18E, FA-18C Hornets, EA-6B Prowlers electronic warfare aircraft, E-2C Hawkeye, C-2 Greyhound transport aircraft, and various helicopters for utility, transport, and anti-submarine warfare operations. Nimitz-class stretches up to 317 meters with a fully loaded displacement of 102,000 tons. The combat data systems fitted to the improved carriers are based around the Naval Tactical and Advanced Combat Direction System with links 4A, 11, 14, and 16 communications and data links. Weapons control is managed by 3 Mk91 Mod 1 MFCS directors for the Sea Sparrow missile. USS Nimitz is fitted with the WSDS Mk2 Mod 0 ship self-defense system developed by Raytheon. The WSDS provide automated self-defense against anti-ship cruise missiles by integrating and coordinating the ship's weapon and electronic warfare systems. At number 1 is Gerald R. Ford class USA. The Ford class is a successor to the Nimitz-class aircraft carriers, and these are the largest and most powerful warships ever built. It is planned that a total of 9 to 10 aircraft carriers of this class will be built for the U.S. Navy. The crew capacity is between 2,500 to 2,700 men, and each of the Ford-class aircraft carriers will carry an air wing consisting of 85 fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, or unmanned aerial vehicles. The length of a Ford class is 337 meters with 92,500 tons standard displacement and over 100,000 tons when fully loaded. The vessel range is unlimited, its speed is in excess of 30 knots. Weapons of the Ford class include 2 launchers with 16 Evolved Sea Sparrow missiles each, and these missiles are used to defend against incoming high-speed maneuverable anti-ship missiles. The ships also have 2 launchers with 21 rolling airframe missiles, and these are also used against incoming anti-ship missiles. Also, there are 4 20mm Phalanx close-in weapon systems. So guys, we've come to the end of our video, but before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel and tune in for more videos. Thank you so much for viewing, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye bye.